you open it up, you use your thumb, and again, because you have to apply a lot of pressure, so you have to be careful not to injure it. So you can use external strength, like pushing it down. And basically, depending on what you want to throw. So if you're throwing a cylinder, for example, then you go in straight and come out straight like that. But if you're throwing a ball, then you use that shape. So I'll show you. So now I'm gonna just go down for a cylinder. So see, it goes at 90 degrees. So when you come to this angle, you have to stop, and we have to measure how much clay we have at the bottom.
Yes.
So that we know, and that is why we use the needle tool. So the reason we do this is that when it comes to turning the pot, you need to know how much you have, what you have in the base to decide the foot. So that's how much clay I have.
Yeah.
So I still can go a bit
further down.
and I can go maybe so that I have that much of clay.
So about a centimeter?
About a centimeter, yeah. Just roughly about a centimeter. So I'm just going to go in a little bit. And then my thumb is going to go a bit like that, and I will be pulling the clay towards me to open up. Yeah. So you can use your thumb like so, or you can just use, this is better because you have more fingers, and then you can just secure it and keep pulling it out.
So you could start with your thumb and then change.
Yes, because you need the strength, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot to pull out. So then this is what happens. So I'm doing this for a cylinder, right? So what will happen now, I still have to go open up a little bit, and I'll open up a little bit, I'll show you. Yeah, and then I tuck my fingers in like that, a little bit in, so that I get that corner that I need for the cylinder here. Okay, and then once you've opened up to the desired width, you start pulling it up. Now if you want to do a bowl, then what you do is you don't go straight, you just keep your hand like so it creates a
so it's on an
like
angle.
That, so now which I can show you for the bowl, I can show you another one. So now what happens is, this is the base for a cylinder, so we are going to compress it. It's called compressing. So you make the base smooth and you push the particles of clay, and you use my thumb, this part, with the help of little pressure with my finger, and I'm pushing it in. So this is called compressing the clay, and then you go right till the end. So it flattens, but it also compresses the particles. And the reason we do this is that when the clay starts drying, when the water starts evaporating from between the molecules of the clay, if it's not compressed, it will create a crack, which is called an S crack. So when you fire it, when you bisque it especially, that's when you will find. So that's the base done.
So when you do that, do you do a slow wheel speed as well?
Yes, you can. You should. The only time you have the full speed of the wheel is when you are centering the clay and when you are opening up the clay. Then when you start working on the base and pulling up, then you slow it down, and that is the speed of the wheel when you are pulling the clay has to be in harmony with your breathing speed. If you breathe and move your hands based on that, then you can never off center. So to give you an example, if my breathing and my motion of my hands is in harmony, then this is what you see. Okay, so it's all smooth going. But watch this. So if I'm going here and I miss a beat,
Yeah.
that's what happens to the pot. So now,
You have to be very focused.
yes. So now you can just take a little bit of water. You can do that. The easiest way for, especially when somebody is beginning, I feel the easiest way to do is you just take a little bit of water in the sponge, keep the wheel going, not too much water, just a little bit. So the wheel is going, and then you just pour a few drops on the rim here. So what that does is, because it's moving, it actually coats the whole walls on both the sides nicely, so you don't have, it's not difficult. So it's
Yeah.
much